Hey everyone, Coach Chris again. So another video that I wanted to make was to talk about spikes, and realistically, you can start getting your athlete in spikes by the meet that we will probably go to on the 24th of this month, or by the first weekend in May. And I want to talk about the different types of spikes. So for distance runners, a lot of times the spikes actually say distance on them. The main difference between the two is the spike plate is smaller, and there's more flex in the shoe, and then there's a sole that has a little bit more cushion in the back, just because a distance runner stride is a little bit different than a sprinter. So I'll show you two different sprint shoes. This one is, more for a youth athlete, and with that being said, kids that are 6 and 7, spikes don't make a huge bit of difference. I mean, if you can find some, then great. If not, it's okay if they're just in regular running shoes. Sometimes at that developmental age, the spikes get in the way. They start tripping and stuff like that. So if you can't find shoes for, one of our littles, 6, 7, 8 years old, don't fret about it. It's not that big a deal. But anyway, with this being a sprint spike, as you can see, the spike plate goes all the way to here. That gives more power as they toe off. Okay, so mechanically, yes, it will help a youth, but sometimes they're not putting out that much power anyway. So like I said, if you can find youth spikes, then great. If not, not a huge deal. Okay, and then this is going to be a sprint spike. Now, as you see, this one does have still a little bit of heel, so this is kind of perfect for middle distance or sprinting. Still has a nice big size spike plate, aggressive, to grab into the track. Okay, so those are the two different kinds of spikes, and I've been searching for, like I normally do, at Burlington and Ross and Marshalls, and not finding much at all this year. It's kind of weird that they're not there. However, on the two shopping apps, Poshmark and Mercari, Mercari, those two have a ton of spikes that are actually pretty decent prices. Like I said, when I find them, I sell them to y'all for $20 because it's usually around the price that I get them for. So I don't buy anything that costs more than that. So when you're looking on these sites, if you choose to look on them, don't pay more than that. $25, $30 at the most. It's just not there's enough spikes out there that you don't need to be spending $60, $70 unless you have a high school athlete that's elite and they want a specific spike. Then I get it. You're gonna buy whatever you buy. But for those that are brand new to track, and for those that are much younger, any spike is going to be beneficial. Okay, so I hope that answers questions. Like I said, as always, if you have any questions or concerns, reach out to me and we'll talk. All right, thanks for your time. Bye.